what's happening, everybody. Boxing Source here once again with my guy Jalil Hackett, man. March 15th. It's time. It's time for the Redemption Tour 2025, man. What's going down?
Hey, man, you know, we starting off the year the right way, man. You know, I'm one of them guys where anything in life is bigger than boxing. Somebody takes something from you, you gotta go take that shit back. So that's what we're doing March 15th, man. You know, controversial decision in December. You know, it is what it is. Now it's time to just, you know, go get that shit back.
Yeah, definitely getting it back. You know, like I said, you're out there in Puerto Rico there with Roman, and you know, like I said, I feel like, you know, you got the fight, but them judges pretty much felt, you know, different, you know, to say the least. So he was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get that back, get my strap back. So let's get it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. You know, we get through this. And then it's, you know, we right back on the same scheduled program. You know, it was just a little bump in the road. I don't take it as a loss. I take it as a lesson. Learned a lot from the fight. It weeded out a lot of motherfuckers, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas that wasn't really fucking with me. And
right.
Showed. So.
You know, yeah. But yeah, man, because I know, like, it was like right after the fight, like the day after the fight, I think you were like chopping it up with Bill City and everything like that. And you see, like, all the folks that you knew that was with you, stuck with you. But the ones that wasn't, they pretty much like flipped up on you right then.
No, absolutely. And that, as expected, you know, it happens. It's part of the game. You know, everybody ain't your motherfucking friend. So, yeah, it's just all about, you know, me locking in, me staying focused. You know, doing what I gotta do, and you know, keep making that climb to the top.
Word. Now, going into this particular fight, you know, it was said by Roman that he felt like you underestimated him in the first fight or something like that. He was saying, like, you know, he was like one fight away from being in the Olympic team and had like multiple championships there while representing Puerto Rico. So he felt like you underestimated him there in the first fight. But, you know, like I said, I felt like you still did what you had to do in order to win that fight. So here in this rematch, what is your intent?
I won't say underestimated, definitely slightly looked past. And that's something I never did my whole life. I ain't never looked past nobody. But I felt like I slightly looked past them a little bit. And that might have made me do things that led to the fight being closer than it should have been. You know, so this fight is all about, you know, we focus on beating him. We're not focused on who we fight at the end of this year. We're not focused on who we fight next. We're not focused on who we fight in 2026. We focus on beating Jose Roman, because that's the best nigga I've been in the ring with in my pro career. Because he the only nigga that didn't beat me.
Gotcha. You know, he was, you know, doing some things there in the ring that, you know, you had to make adjustments to, but you were still able to make those adjustments, you know, him being a very tall, rangy fighter. So it's about, you know, him like having the distance and things like that. So you had to maneuver, catch and slip, and get around that in order to do your work there during that particular fight, you know, over in Puerto Rico. But here you pretty much know what you have to do, what you have to execute in order to get the win on March 15th.
Yeah, you know, I pretty much, for the most part, I know what he's bringing to the table. For the most part, he know what I'm bringing to the table. I feel like in any rematch situation, the second go round is all about who can make the best adjustments in order to affect the fight. You know, the person who makes the best, quickest adjustments, and the team who makes the best, quickest adjustments is going to win. And I feel like, you know, we got the right game plan to go out there and dominate.
So. And, you know, like I said, it was there for that WBA Continental America's title. And, you know, at the time there, that, you know, you had you ranked there in the welterweight rankings and whatnot. So it's about, you know, getting back in that welterweight rankings here with the win over Jose Roman and, you know, just taking care of business. Because, like you said, you know, it's pretty much like tunnel vision for Jose Roman on March 15th. And then after you take care of business, then you can worry about, you know, all the other stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like I told you, and I can reiterate it again. This fight right here on the 15th is the only important fight right now. After, you know, we get the 15th out of the way, then we can focus on other things. Right now, the 15th is the most important fight for me right now.
Gotcha. Now, in the first fight, one of the stories that was out there, I guess, leading into the fight, pretty much to the day of the fight, was, you know, the thing about you being comfortable within the weight, being able to get to the weight and things like that, because you pretty much have like a tall frame and everything, but also just getting to the point where you can get to about 147 pounds for the fight. So how you approaching it this time around, so you don't have to worry about it like I said, but about next week, I would say.
I've been approaching it the same way I've approached every fight. I tell people all the time, I'm not a small guy. If we being real, if I wasn't boxing, I'd probably be in the fucking NFL somewhere.
Yeah.
DB or something.
Yeah.
I ain't no little guy, so it's like, motherfucker can't expect me to just, get to 147 at the drop of a hat. But I've been making it happen.
Yeah.
I ain't had a situation where I missed weight yet. Every time I go to weigh in, I make weight the first time I step on the scale.
Yep.
So, making weight is my problem. Rehydrating is my problem. I just want motherfuckers to know that come fight night, I'm gonna be prepared.
Be prepared for sure. Yeah, like you said, having a frame your head like you be a DB. I know that in our last conversation you were saying like, hey man, you couldn't necessarily do basketball joint, but yeah, football you was like right there like doing that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
I tell niggas all the time, bro. I played everything growing up.
Yeah.
But if it was two things that I knew I was nice in, I was nice at boxing, I was nice at football.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, you got this thing here coming up, Orlando, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Caribe Royale Resort in Orlando there against Jose Ramon. Matchroom card being there March 15th. So, how is it to kind of like have to be prepared to not go to like Puerto Rico, but to go to Orlando and some of the spots that you've probably been more familiar with?
It's just like like any other fight. Anywhere that's not home is unfamiliar territory. So it's all about going there. Putting your foot down, asserting your dominance, and getting the job done. We didn't do that in Puerto Rico, so we got to put extra emphasis on doing it here, March 15th in Orlando.
Gotcha. So, with that being said, of course, you still got 2 more days here to prepare for the fight against Ramon. Is there like one last thing here that you tell folks here on the Boxing Source?
Man, tune in March 15th, live on the Zone. Y'all gonna go see me get my strap back, and I'm gonna do it in dominant fashion.
Gotcha. Like I said, March 15th, live on the Zone over in Orlando, Florida, Caribe Royale Resort. Jalil Hackett getting that get back. Like I said, Redemption Tour 2025. Let's go.